Grand Rising. Good day. And good night. I hope you all are doing well. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to 144 from the stars. Terrell. Let's go ahead and give Odin a treat. Thank you so much. The totem for this message is going to be a gala. I do have some word that I would like to share with you all. I'm going to be reading from the book for Ezra. I'm going to be reading from chapter 8. I'm going to start at verse 24 and I'm going to read till verse 36. Oh, hear the prayer of your servant and give ear to the petition of your creature. For while I live, I will speak. And so long as I have understanding, I will answer. Oh, look not upon the sins of your people, but on them which serve you in truth. Regard not the wicked inventions of the heathen, but the desire of those that guard your testimonies in afflictions. Think not upon those that have walked vainly before you, but remember them, which according to your will have known your fear. Let it not be your will to destroy them which have lived like beasts, but to look upon them that have clearly taught your Torah. Take no indignation at them which are deemed worse than beasts, but love them that always put their trust in your righteousness and glory. For we and our fathers do languish of such diseases. But because of us sinners, you shall be called merciful. For if you have a desire to have mercy upon us, you shall be called merciful. To us, namely, that have no works of righteousness. For the just, which have many good works laid up with you, shall out of their own deeds receive reward. For what is man, that you should take displeasure at him? Or what is a corruptible generation, that you should be so bitter toward? For in truth there is no man among them that be born, but he has dealt wickedly, and among faithful there is none which has not done amiss. For in this, O Yahuwah, your righteousness and your goodness shall be declared, if you be merciful to them which have not the confidence of good works. Then answered he me and said, some things have you spoken aright, and according to your words it shall be. For indeed, I will not think on the disposition of them which have sinned before death, before judgment, before destruction. But I will rejoice over the disposition of the righteous, and I will remember also their pilgrimage and the salvation and the reward that they shall have. I had to add a couple verses at the end there because I forgot. So, okay, let's go ahead and get started. Thank you all so much for being here. I'm going to pull a Moonology card. I'm kind of feeling the energy of this being about judgment. I feel like this is probably talking about judgment on something that whoever this message is for, you've been needing, asking, anticipating, waiting. Like there's an energy of this being a period of time, right? Like this is past due. Not that it's actually past due, but if I was a human, I'd be like, this is past due. This has been going on for a while. I feel that. I feel this energy of whatever this is. It's been a while, or it's been going on for a while, or this needed to be cleared up or something. It needed to be fixed. It needed to be corrected. One thing I have noticed just as an individual of faith, and just as a man that tries my best to live as close to God as possible out of love, right? I have noticed that judgment for things on the all right, judgment in my favor that, all right, so in life, as a person, you sometimes want judgment for things, right? And the things in my life where I actually receive the judgment in my favor the quickest, like instant, fast, is when it's what I'm asking for is simply preservation of my righteousness. That's it. That's when I get the judgment so much quicker. So, for example, let's say I was in a karmic situation. I could, in that situation, pray for judgment over what I have lost, pray judgment over what has been done wrong to me. I could pray judgment that the individual that is responsible faces justice. Okay, I could do those things. And I'm not saying that you won't get those answers. All I am stating is I have observed that when instead, I'm not saying that you should, so just use your discernment on how you should pray for your situation, but I have noticed that if I would have prayed for something rather than that being simply, if I had gone through all those things and all I'm asking for is, God, I just want peace in my life. I just want to be safe. I just want to do good and be okay. I might get things in response to that prayer that might be attributed with words like justice or judgment or, any of those other things, but I didn't ask for those things. I just asked for preservation of my innocence and my righteousness. And I've noticed when I pray in that way, divine intervention is fast. It's like, I think there's just, maybe there's something about the will of God that I've got to understand a little more, because this has been a consistent phenomenon I've observed in prayer. When I pray in that way, it's so fast. It's so fast. So, all right. I don't know. If any of you have any feedback or insight on that, I'd love to read about it in the comments, and I'm sure it'd be beneficial to others. So, anyways, yeah. Why did I bring that up? I don't know. Because I felt this energy of this being about judgment. This being about judgment on a situation that maybe you haven't seen judgment in a while. And, I felt the energy of you hadn't getting judgment on this situation for a while, or haven't seen change or whatever. Like there being a period of not experiencing what you're desiring. And in that period of time, I'm sure you were praying. I'm sure you were asking for things. So I'm a little curious, is this just simply a matter of divine timing? Or did maybe something shift within you as well? Did maybe what you were asking for change? Did maybe how you were asking for it change? Did the reason why you were asking for it, like your intentions, your all of it, did something about that change? And maybe is that why this all of a sudden feels like it's coming in a lot faster? I don't know. We'll see. We have nothing will come of this situation void of course moved. Now, as soon as I feel protective energy. As soon as this card came out, I feel our Father's protective energy. And maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's what I need to understand. I said something in a recent reading. And it makes sense, I don't know. It's weird how all my readings just seem to be like linked and intertwined. As much as I try to do them separate, it doesn't work that way. I said, under no circumstances is it in God's will for an innocent to be harmed without reason, no regard. Like, what the hell is that? Like, that don't sound right. If God is always holy, God is always righteous, where on earth is that in the book? Because I don't see it. So, like, I don't know. There's something about that. And, I'm also being reminded, when you ask in my name, when you ask of the Father in my name, you shall receive. And those are key words. I'm paraphrasing horribly and chopping it up, and I don't feel like pulling over the book to get it word for word. I think you guys understand what I'm referring to. But yeah, maybe there's something about when you find a way to pray holy in alignment with the Spirit. And like, as a human, sometimes we're like, I want justice, I want judgment, or I want this, or whatever. And maybe we would get a response if we softened our heart and just simply asked for something more innocent, something less prideful. And I know that's a humbling thought. It really is. As a human experience, if we're really going to be honest with ourselves, let's pray from a place of innocence rather than pride. And see how fast that your prayer is answered to. God will protect his children. And if your heart's in the right place, he won't deny you. So maybe sometimes when we are praying and we're not getting the answers, maybe that's love too. Because maybe what we're praying for isn't exactly in the highest will. I don't know, food for thought. Whether you are willing to, accept stuff like that or not about yourself, that's up to you. Either way, it's time to release negativity. Nothing will come of this situation. Expect powerful change, okay? Wow. And there's the energy of like death in this. And then transformation. As soon as I said death, now we've got the butterflies and the growth. And it was like, So it's like, and by this death, I really don't think I'm talking about like a physical death in this. I really just mean a transition of energy. Like something needs to change in a healthy way. Okay. Let's get an oracle real quick. All right. The totem is a gala bird. Gala. Okay. What is the totem for this message? Regeneration, to be fair, chaos and conflict. Yeah, that sounds like the right kind of ingredients for a pot of judgment, right? So I knew I sensed the energy right before we got into the cards. It really felt like there was judgment in the air. Oh, regeneration reversed. And I'm actually feeling like it's intentionally, like I'm supposed to read this as reverse. And I feel like the reason why is that, like, oh yeah, prevention is the best medicine, right? Like, would you rather would prevent a wound or treat it? Like, I'd rather just not have the injury, you know what I'm saying? So this regeneration being reversed, and then this to be fair is like, I shouldn't have to regenerate anything in you because there shouldn't have been anything that has touched you and harmed you in the fucking first place. Like and this is coming out right after this protective energy of this void of course. Nothing will come of this. Like, no. It's not within God's will for just mindless evil on innocent. It's not. All right. So I guess someone prayed in some kind of alignment of that. Prayed like a child. Prayed like an innocent child. Okay. All right. Lots of threes out here as well. Pretty sure that's a 46. It is. All right. breaking to a 10 completion with this 33 out here and this 38. All right, so lots of threes. 3, 3, 3, 8. All right, and then breaking to a 10. All right, all right. All right, so there's also something about, there is, I really feel like this has to do with innocence. When you pray in innocence, there's something about it. You have like a grace, a favor. You're in alignment. Like, I don't know. We have got this poise card out here too. 4, 8, more 8 energy. Okay, like it's like when God looked at you, God just saw purity. Like, why would that not be instantly cherished and preserved? Fork in the road. Now there's divine intervention. That's what this feels like, judgment and divine intervention. And I'm really feeling like this could have been something that someone may have been asking for judgment or divine intervention for a while and hadn't necessarily been seeing it to the fullest extent you've been asking or wishing for. And I feel like something changed about the way you asked or the way you prayed, or maybe it's just about the innocence that you have in general. All right. Now, but something changed. Either way, something's changing. First card out here is Wheel of Fortune. So, I mean, tarot card, is Wheel of Fortune. So, I mean, definite, 6 is, yes, we're leaving. Oh, best way to start this reading. Complete change. And then we're just leaving what's unnecessary and what's not for you behind you. What's unnecessary and not for you behind you. Praise Yahuwah Elohim you. Oh my goodness. Yes, look. All right, so what about this? That hermit and then that. Huh. That is interesting. I was not expecting that to be a variable of this reading, but here we are. Regardless, is part of the judgment and the change. Oh, and it's a 5-5 too. I didn't even see that. We got 5 in the fire, 5 in the earth. So yeah, there's conflict in spirit. There's conflict in the material. There may even be conflict with people taking action against you. There may be conflict with this is reminding me, I recently, not too long ago, gave a reading and it was picking up on a lot of like physical surveillance or technological sabotage or like hacking or like just not great stuff. So that won't be for everyone that's hearing this message, but for someone, I did need to mention that because that's part of this judgment that you've been waiting for, is this force that's you've been battling for a while. So something, that's actually, I do got a message for that person, for that timeline, whoever that person is for. You keep going. Your mission's really important and you need to keep working on what you're working on. Okay, like I understand this devil wants to fight like hell what you're doing and to make sure that whatever action, because what you're doing is important. What you're doing is so like it's in the physical, but it's spiritual. What you're doing is, it's liberating and it's freeing the consciousness. Like you're doing God's work. Okay, so you got to do this. Okay, that's why the devil's trying like hell to stop you. Now, heal. You will the more you continue your work, you will heal. Your mission's that important. Your work is that important to you. There's something, I'm talking to someone that like your work is like more important than life. Like that is like, I'm talking to, you could be an earth sign, doesn't have to be, but I mean, I'm sure that would resonate for an earth sign. But I mean, we've got some earth energies out here, Virgo, Capricorn, Cancer as well, and Gemini. So got to point them all out here since we're talking about them. Regardless, I just feel like this is a completion of a soul's journey. This is something that you may have even started incarnations ago. I feel like this is literally, all right. In another reading, to give another synchronicity, I had mentioned something about someone like your work was liberating the divine feminine in the collective. Now that's not going to resonate for someone else this message is for, and I know that. I'm picking up on more of a masculine energy, and I'm not as familiar with your timeline necessarily, and I think that's because of what your work is, so I'm not actually going to try to touch on that. But either way, your mission is very important, and you will heal through your work as well. So it's like, as you overcome this devil that's combating your mission, you will heal. And then that will bring in more abundance. So anyways, without that little side note and nugget, if you've been dealing with any kind of sabotage or surveillance or devil energy or bullshit, look, you coming into a space of innocence, of purity, that bring it just like, this angel's fast, like it's fast, it's coming in fast, this judgment's coming in fast. And if there was this energy in your situation of like, my finances have either taken a hit or have been affected, or I need something in the material. Now, this does not have to be talking necessarily about money. And I know this is just a 5 of Pentacle card, but for some reason, I'm feeling like this might be talking about a person. That's just going to be for someone. Like maybe you need to work with someone, or I don't know. It's like whatever you're working on, there's something in the material that there's this thought of, I don't have it. I want you to know that the part of this judgment, and if we get there, you know, when we get there, I just realized there's a lot of goodies there. So I'm gonna put all that back down there, because that's more than just a bag of chips. That's a whole nother 6-course meal. Okay, I was just expecting a little goodie treat right there, not in a whole nother reading. So anyways, you're passing through this portal. I think that's why it started off with this 10-6. Yeah, it did, with this Wheel of Fortune. So we just had what was it, a 7-7 portal or something like that, or yeah, I don't know. And now it's like 7-11 we just had. So not that that's necessarily a portal, but I just like the number. So anyways, yeah. There's something about that portal. Someone did this. Oh, that would make sense. You know, just like the number of 7, and then we're talking about this innocence and purity, and then like the speed, the swiftness of this judgment and this divine intervention. I don't know. I like it. Anyways, without me being like a weird nerd of things, whatever that you feel like you need in order to finish your mission in the material, whether this be a collaboration, this be an opportunity, this be a person, like this could be like literally internet. This could be like, I need a laptop to do it. Like this could be equipment, technology. This could be a vehicle. Whatever this 5 of Pentacles, it very much just feels like it's something in the material world that you would practically need in order to accomplish what you need. So it doesn't necessarily have to be money related. It could be a person, a place, a vehicle, a chariot, a horse, who knows. Okay. So the good thing is, oh, I'm talking about this horse, and we've got this zebra that's being revealed. Okay. Not only that, oh yeah, you've manifested an end to that. It's because of your purity. That's really crazy. We got 10 of Pentacles on both sides of the split decks. Okay, so before I get to that, let's get to the sun. All right. That's where this portal's taking you. If you resist this devil, you heal. If this resonates and you know this message is talking to you, that you somehow came in this kind of energy near a portal time, whether you meant to or not, you pass through it, and there's some kind of judgment that's coming for you, and you're going right to the sun, and this is going to bring you success, and it's going to bring change. It's going to bring change. I mean, we literally have death, 6 of Wands, the Knight of Wands, going right into the sun. And your success is at your back. And what's behind that back? Death. So it's like, all I need is to just keep going towards the sun. And my success will keep accumulating behind me. And I don't even need to look at it, because I'm keep going towards the sun. Like this is a very abundant and prosperous energy. This is like I am moving full speed ahead. Full speed ahead. And it was through this portal of innocence, of grace, of divinity, of perfection. And then boom, like now it's all this fire, this action, this sun, this abundance, this divine energy, and then you're cloaked. You're cloaked by it. This is really cool. I really like it because it's kind of like I don't know, like a bullet. Like literally you are a bullet going to the sun for all eternity is kind of what this energy feels like for this moment. All right, until another reading pops up, right? So in this moment, gosh, I can't. All right, so you're a bullet and you're just shooting for all eternity into the sun. And it's like behind you is it's the level of protection. It's like you're going for one, what the hell are you going to do to a speeding bullet? And like there's like fire around you, like you've got this like whole little like it's crazy. All right, it's a high speed impact divine missile to the sun with death behind you. Like nothing can touch you is what I'm trying to say. You're completely protected. It's cloaked too. It's like it can't even see you. It's like it can't even see you, but I can see the light. I can see the light coming off of you, but like it'd be kind of like seeing a shooting star. Like imagine people seeing a shooting star before we had telescopes and had ET visits or any kind of divine channels or beings to inform us on what the hell that phenomenon was. Okay. So we would just see a spark of light shoot across the sky. We have no idea what the hell that is. Oh, that's a rock burn. How do you know? You don't see no rock. Okay? I'll believe you when I see it, okay? So until you build some kind of technology I never heard of before, quote unquote, maybe a telescope, wink wink, I don't know. I'll believe it then. So it's something like that. It's like people will kind of see a phenomenon that's you. Been saying that a lot recently. I don't know, weird. I just had like deja vu too, right when I said that. And I just felt like I was stuck between an 8, a 0, and an 8. And I think I said that in the last reading. And that was like a day or two ago when I recorded that. So whatever. Time is weird, right? I really feel like someone's portal jumping. I feel like I'm feeling your energy. And that's why I'm getting like deja vu and like weird phenomenon here because there we go again with that word. Say phenomenon one more time, boy. All right. So yeah, you're like in a portal energy and I can feel it. And it's kind of giving me like a trippy vibe doing this reading. So anyways, you're this, spectacular event. People will see a streak of light or something, but like they're not really going to understand what they just witnessed. They're not going to comprehend it. They don't have eyes to behold it. The great thing about this is not only are you protected, you're cloaked, but there's this justice, right? This justice. I was literally talking about devil energy, work, career, finances, sabotage. So I know I've got this energy of like innocence and childlike. But let's be real. We were dealing with the damn devil here. Okay? Like we weren't dealing with some like rainbows and flowers, but there's something about your heart being lighter than a feather that brought this energy through to you. So that's what I'm channeling. That's what I'm picking up on. I mean, I know what you were going against was awful, but you're not. You're not awful. You're delight. Like you're delightful. Like you're a blessing to this world. Like I don't know. I just imagine like a cow pasture, and then there's like this one beautiful flower, and maybe it's near a bunch of turds. I don't really care. This flower is so beautiful, okay? And there's like a stampede of cows coming. I am running and jumping and covering that flower, okay? I will sacrifice my life. I don't care if I get stampeded by the cows. It's just that special. You're that special. You're worth that sacrifice. You're worth me dying to preserve your innocence and beauty. Do you understand how much God loves us? I don't. I don't understand it. It's beyond my imagination. It still blows my mind every time I just touch on the surface of it. Six of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. Oh yeah, I'm getting the freaking deja vu, all right. The Ace, the Six, break into the Seven, and now we're at the 10. If you've seen that other reading, then yeah, you know what that sounds like an echo of something I said recent. But there's this justice too, and we've got the Three of Wands and the Temperance with death again. I love how it's Temperance with death. Don't you love that energy? Like just a cool, calm, collected death. It's great. It really is. It's undisturbed. It really is, and you can't be bothered. You can't be bothered, and you're getting exact what you desired is being fulfilled. It's that simple. What you desired is being fulfilled. You got yourself into a space of such innocence, such like purity that you're not being denied at all. This judgment's coming through. And like, yeah, I could sit here and talk about like, well, they're going to jail and there's judgment on this and there's karma on this. But like, ultimately, that doesn't really matter. What mattered was something that was so precious to God remaining exactly how it is. Now, if death and sword and fire and brimstone and arrows from the heavens and scattered and decompensated, look, if it's got to go to all that, that's the word of God, and that doesn't even matter. Shh. It's okay. I'm with you. I love you. That's what matters. That's what actually matters. Is that you're being kept and protected and loved and preserved by God because of your innocence and your purity. It's the other people that got to worry about the other energy that comes with this reading. They can find out. They can find out what God meant in Isaiah when, he said, I do both. I do all things. You can let the other people find out about the sword, the fire, the wrath, the judgment, the not so good. Right now, you're getting the comfort. You're getting the love because you're innocent. You're kept. So at that, I'm going to leave this here. If you like the way that I read, please be sure to like, share, comment, subscribe. I greatly appreciate each and every single one of you. I will see you on the next collective message.